we got another update for Black Stigma, and again, this update is small, but it does have a big change, and that's with the ranking system, or in this case, the leaderboard. So in the patch notes, we have content adjustments. To improve the visibility of downed bodies after character death, a gray shading effect has been applied and the outline display has been removed. Now with this change, I don't know how to feel about it. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, it kind of reminds me of like a comic book kind of thing. But the reason why I don't like this is because I feel like it removes kind of a skill aspect, and that's more like you paying attention, because when an enemy falls on the floor from an attack, you really don't know if they're completely dead or still alive. But as you continue playing the game, you start picking up that they still kind of move, and that's how you know that they're still alive, and you have to finish them off. But with this change, it kind of removes it removes that aspect of you having to pay attention, because now you know when a enemy is dead, it's when they become grayed out. So for me, I'm getting used to it, but again, when it comes to like, it's not really a skill, right? Because you just have to pay attention, but it kind of removes that aspect of the game, which for me is a bit bad, but I'm sure that we'll get used to it, and if people don't like it, I'm sure that the developers will revert that change. But so far, it's okay. Content adjustments. The design and effects of the emblem and profile granted to the top tier players of season 1 have been partially updated. And this is what I'm talking about here, that it seems that this update is more about the changes for the ranking. And it's starting to seem that each update kind of has a theme going for it, which is pretty cool, because since it's early access, you know, we get to see the change that this game is making. And as we continue with this change, the end date of season 1 has been changed. So the previous end date for this season was going to be November 20th, and they changed it to December 30th, which will give us another month. Additional weeks have been added to the season due to the adjusted end time. The RP required for season 1 tiers has been reduced to 70% of the previous requirement. And if we look at the previous and the updated, you can see that as the requirements continue to increase on the previous one, with the new updated change, it actually decreases by a lot. And I want to go a little bit more detailed with this once I'm done with the full patch notes, because it's a bit kind of understandable why they changed it, but I'll go into it a bit later. After the 1.2.9 update, BP earned through battles will be displayed based on the updated tier ranking criteria. The end date of the ongoing attendance check and login retention missions has been extended by 7 days. So I'm hoping with this change right here, with them extending the 7-day logins and the attendance, stays this way, and it isn't just for this update. And I say that because the more days we have to log in means the more advanced recruit tickets we get, because once you finish the ongoing attendance, we get one advanced recruit ticket a day. So the longer it is, the better for us as players. Optimization, kill them all mode, old manor map optimized, optimized visual effects for characters and firearms. And with the optimizations they're making, the game is starting to feel way better and smoother. Of course, they still need to work on it, right? But you could definitely tell the difference between this update and the ones previous, especially the older ones. Bug fixes. Micron fixed an issue where the hit reaction did not play when receiving bomb type damage while using piercing shot. Fixed an issue where double escape keys were displayed on the weapon level information screen. Fixed an issue where sticker position set in the weapon customization screen appeared differently during matches. Fixed an issue where an unsaved weapon swap in the customization screen remained visible when switching to the master tab. Fixed Steam achievements gun collector and knowledge is power not being completed properly. Any accounts with incomplete progress will be marked as completed with the 1.2.9 patch. And again, the bug fixes are small, but I feel like they fix bugs and they don't add it to the list. That, or they save it for the next one. And that's why some updates have small bug fixes and other ones have bigger bug fixes. Others adjusted the base price shown in the shop to resolve inconsistencies between items of the same type and grade. For items whose prices have increased, a discount will be applied for a limited time so they can be purchased at their previous price. 4 types of master costumes that could previously only be obtained randomly through advanced recruitment can now be exchanged for gold master coins in the shop exchange section. Mr. Hollow Point stripe set, Miss Twin Flame silver set, Gray Paper leather patch set, Hard Worker Grasper battle camo set. And in this section, I was looking at it and I was hoping that would mean they would add the previous 2 normal recruit outfits, and I believe it was for Parabellum and this current one for Hollow Point, which is the one that I guess is supposed to be a Halloween costume as the Joker. But me reading it again and seeing advanced recruitment, I don't think they will be adding those outfits since it's only advanced recruitment. But hopefully maybe down the line they'll add those outfits, because if you miss getting those outfits and you don't get those drops, then you won't be able to get them. But I don't think you should be missing them because they give you a ton of normal recruitment tickets. And that's it for the patch notes, and we'll move on to the more detailed section for the leaderboard change. So I wanted to go a bit more into detail on the ranking change because I found the change to be interesting in a good way. Since we've just seen that they lowered the requirements for each ranking, and we take a look at the current ranking as of now, we can see that people are still in the middle of the ranks, and this season was going to end on the 20th of November. If we take a look at the top player, he has 14 days of playtime, and I believe that the playtime only keeps track of the time that you're in a match and not when you have the game open or are idling on the lobby screen. Going off the playtime numbers, it may not seem like a lot of time, but if we look at my ranking for a better perspective, and I am using my ranking because I play daily, sometimes an hour to do missions and other days a bit more. My playtime is 4 days and I am barely at bronze 1. And from there, the difference becomes more apparent. What I'm trying to get at is that with the previous system, not even the players who put a ton of time into playing the game could reach the top ranks. let alone someone who plays casually, and this is why I found it interesting. The ranking system was flawed, and nobody would have been able to reach Master and Spectre ranks. Seeing this in real time is pretty cool, because we get to see changes like this occurring and seeing the devs correct their mistakes. Hopefully the extra month will allow people to get to the top, and I hope that we continue to see changes like these in other aspects of the game, even if they are way down the line. Because since I've been making these videos, these update videos, it's been pretty cool to see all these changes happen to the game. And I also hope that the game keeps going and that eventually we see the player base grow. That's about it for this update. Have a good one, and I hope to see you in game.